that you are a bad bitch, okay? Because if you know you a bad bitch, they gonna know you a bad bitch.
1, 2, 3, fuck it.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So of course, if you saw the title of this video, you already kind of know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about like dating and the struggles of dating as a plus size lady. So, you know, we're going to have a little bit of a chitty chat, okay? So if you don't want to listen to me talking, even though you know you love it, that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So if you don't like it, you can click off. If you do want to listen to me talk, you want to have a little girl time, then, you know, stay with me.
I don't know why this thing keeps going down, but it's irritating me.
Okay, let's get right into the video. So I think the very first struggle that comes with plus size dating, a lot of women, especially myself at times, we struggle with the value of ourselves, and that is something that I feel like you kind of maybe not have down packed, because everybody's always growing every single day. So you know, you don't have to be perfect, but you at least have to have some kind of worth and value to yourself in order for you to start dating. Because if you're dealing with too many insecurities where it's kind of hard for you to even function on your own, it's going to be even more difficult to function in a relationship. So right off bat, that is like the main thing I feel like is going to be a lot of people's struggle. So yeah, before you get into any relationship, just make sure that you know that you are a bad bitch, okay? Because if you know you a bad bitch, they gonna know you a bad bitch, and then it's gonna be just flowers and roses and butterflies and all. Maybe not the whole time, because you know there's still regular struggles that you gotta go through, but it'll be a lot easier, trust me. Another struggle, and these are all gonna be based off of my own experiences, I feel like another struggle when it comes to dating plus size is social media. Oh my gosh, social media has sexualized plus size women so much more, I feel like, than other just women in general. And I don't know what it is. It's great that we become more accepted into society and all this blah, and it's cool or whatever. But like whenever you whenever it is that I feel like I always bump into, whenever I look up anything plus size or BBW, you run into some overly sexualized picture, meme, something that is just kind of like absolutely ridiculous. And it's just, women are already overly sexualized, but then to just kind of emphasize it just a little bit more, you know, they have these things. And you know, Cardi B, you my girl, right? I love you. And I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, but even she said it in this one song. If I remember the clip of it, I'll put it in or something.
People need to hear this. It's a lot of names on my hit list. Mom still say what he wants to. Pussy still wet like a big bitch.
But you know, she says something about like big girls having like the best kitty cat meow shit. And you know, I'm not saying that it's not a fact, but you know, boys' minds and just anybody's minds in general who, you know, likes the cooter cat is gonna be a little curious, and just, you know, little things like that. But I think that becomes a huge struggle when it comes to dating, because you'll kind of run into those people that are just kind of looking to explore that curiosity, or are just looking for that, or it becomes some kind of fetish, which is like, really? A fetish? I'm not a fetish. So like, no. So I've definitely run into that a couple times. Stories. There was someone that was attractive. I was attracted to them. They were attracted to me. We exchanged phone numbers and we were just texting. Whatever. It was cute little innocent flirting or whatever. And then when I came to the question, like, are you single? They were like, oh, no, there's somebody in the picture. But you know, they're out of town right now. And I don't know what it is. I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just me, but again, these are my own experiences, my own opinion, but like, I feel like a lot of guys think that they can do stuff like that, especially to plus size women. You know, they kind of feed into the insecurities of these women and think that they're, you know, they're just gonna, because they're showing them just the slightest attention, they're gonna just do whatever they want. And like I said, I've fallen into that same trap before, where I did have those insecurities and I did go ahead and fall into that trap just because they were showing me the attention that I wanted, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So social media is definitely playing a big part in the struggle, I think, for the struggles that we go through with plus size dating, and I don't like it at all. Insecurities also play a big part in the struggles that we deal with dating. Everybody has insecurities, and everybody kind of has to deal with their own insecurities, but it's definitely going to be a struggle when dating. And I can kind of tell you guys kind of like a little you know, horror dating story that I had when I was dealing with an abundance of insecurities at this time. So there was this person, and I was dating this person.
I really hate him. Okay.
I was dating this person around the time where I was dealing with a lot of, well, I was struggling a lot with myself. I was really still healing from that, and I didn't really give myself the time to properly heal. So some of it was my fault. Again, I had lost the value and the worth of myself. I was dealing with a whole bunch of insecurities that I hadn't dealt with in such a long time. Ever. I just met this person. It just happened that way. So I will take the blame a little bit before that. But this is a prime example of why that all needs to be taken care of before you start dating. Everything kind of in me was kind of saying you shouldn't. You shouldn't be dating this person. I think even my family was kind of like, not really. But I was just like, I'm doing my own thing. Again, I was in like a really low space, and I think I was just looking to kind of fill the void that I was feeling. And, you know, terrible idea, but we all make mistakes, we learn, we grow. Don't judge me. Okay, so right off bat, we went on a date, and the dates automatically was just, I shouldn't have ever talked to the person again. I shouldn't have, because, not saying for everybody, but if you're not trying to do anything sexual and the person just kind of keeps sexualizing the situation and sexualizing you, just stop it right there. Stop it right there. I don't care what they say. I would just stop it right there, because obviously they're disrespecting everything that you said that you wanted. And yeah, well, if you start a first date on disrespect, it's not going to get any better from there. So I would just cut that right off. And that's exactly what happened. They tried to sexualize the entire situation the entire time. It was absolutely ridiculous. But again, I was in a really low space. I was thinking very low of myself. And it was at the time, I felt like, thinking about it now, it's like that's what I felt like I deserved. Like that was all that I was worth at the time. Ooh, Chad, it was all bad. But anyways, it went down from there. This person was so very, very, very manipulative. They would just say things all the time, and, you know, try to make me feel bad, even though I kind of already felt bad. And I think they knew that, and they fed off of that. So they would just try to make me feel bad all the time. They told me that they loved me. Like, obviously, like I told you, we were just dating, and it was very short-lived. So they told me that, you know, they loved me and all this extra stuff. Every time that they kind of got upset with me over whatever, they would, of course, bash my weight, all this stuff. It was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The whole dating experience was just complete and utter garbage. So yeah, this person continued to do very disrespectful things. I can't emphasize as how much of a low space I was in at that time, and I just put up with it because I was dealing with so many insecurities. So when you're dealing with those insecurities, you can become in a space that's so much worse than just dealing with those insecurities, because now you're dealing with those insecurities, and now you have somebody that's going to be taking advantage of every single insecurity that you're feeling, because you can really get yourself in a bad situation. And that situation could have been a lot worse, and that person is not welcome back into my life at all. But if that situation ever does come or arise in any, that's something that I'm gonna have to deal with, because I put myself in that situation. But take it from me, sis, just don't do it. You have to deal with your insecurities first before dealing with anybody else, because there's some messed up people in this world and will definitely take advantage of that. And I don't know if you guys also have this struggle when it comes to dating, but I know that especially when it comes to going on dates, I overthink and overplan so much that it literally stresses me out. Like, I can't even deal. I don't know. I start thinking about things that some people would never even think of in a million years. Okay, so for example, if we're going to a restaurant, I'll start thinking about, I would like to know where it is that we're going. It's also a safety measure. Know where you're going at all times. But I would like to know, because I would like to see what kind of chairs they got when in that restaurant. So, if they have booths, I just want to make sure that it's the kind of booth that I fit in. Look, maybe it's embarrassing to talk about it for some people, but I am a plus size woman. I got thighs, I got a whole ladder trunk, and I even got a belly. So there's some, you know what I'm talking, girls, y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't even think that y'all, don't lie. You know what I'm talking about. There are some booths that are made so small and so tight that when it comes to getting in that booth, girl, you gotta suck everything in and try to slide in there as smooth as possible without anybody noticing. And don't even talk about trying to get out of this booth, because it's gonna be a struggle. So don't slide all the way in, girl, because
Then you're gonna have to
out of it. The little things like this. Another thing is movie theaters. Absolutely hate going to the movie theaters. I love the whole theater experience. Now that I'm back in Florida, I love and I get to enjoy going back to the drive-in movie theater, because they did not have one in Colorado, or if they did, it was not where I lived. But I hate going to the actual movie theaters. Just the seats are so uncomfortable. People are around you. If you got to use the bathroom, now your tushy gotta go all in front of these people, and that's just already annoying for anybody. But it'd be of a struggle, for us plus size people too, because I don't want my butt to be in nobody's face. Just no. I have definitely online dated before. I'm not ashamed about it. It's just something that I've done. I don't want to do it as much now because I haven't had the best experiences, but I've definitely done it before. And I know one of the biggest things that I would always think about when it came to going on a date is whenever I put up profile pictures, I would try to put up as many body pictures as I possibly can, just so you know that I know I'm fat. Like, I need to know that you know that I'm fat, okay? Because we're not gonna have no surprises and no embarrassments here. I need you to know that you dealing with a big girl, so yeah. So that would always have me on edge. If I was ever meeting somebody that I was talking to or I met online, that would always be one of the biggest things on the back of my head. I hope they know, what size I am. I hope they know how big I am. Like, that was another thing that used to bother and stress me out. But I've never ran into a problem. I never ran into a problem where somebody was like, oh wow, you're like a lot bigger than I've never run into that. And even if I did, I probably would have slapped them in their face. Don't be rude, okay? Don't be rude. So yeah, those are just a couple of struggles that I feel like a lot of plus size women deal with when it comes to dating. If you guys can think of any other struggles that you have experienced or have to deal with or are still dealing with, go ahead and drop a comment down below, because I would love to talk about it. Maybe there's something that I can help you out with, or something you can even help me out with a current struggle or a past struggle that you've dealt with or that I'm dealing with. So I would love to hear about it. Of course, if you like this video or would like to see anything more like this video and let me know down below as well. And don't forget, don't forget to subscribe. You gotta subscribe. And you can't be missing these videos. This is like so important. So if you don't want to miss these videos, go ahead, ping that little bell right there, so you don't be missing out, and you always get an update on when I update. And I update every weekend. You know your girl still has to work a full-time job during the week because we haven't made it yet, but one day. But until next time, guys, bye. You used to have a bad bitch. Nanny me, help you with your career. Just a little. I'm gonna have to start again, ain't I? I don't want to.